Alright, g'day. Welcome everybody, welcome. Special welcome to those of you just joining me, extra special welcome to those of you returning. We are here for another set of Alliance War videos in Puzzle Combat with me, Governor from the Pirate Horde, and this time around we've got the Pirate Horde facing off against a familiar, or slightly familiar, it's been a little while since we've faced these guys, but we've got La Casa di Carta for war this time around, which should be pretty good. Been a little while, as I said, since we faced these guys. Yeah, just the way it's been, I guess, recently. We've not had the chance to face off against these guys. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out what's going on there with the chat box, because it doesn't seem to want to be working. There we go. Alright. We've got something going now, so. Thank you, welcome, Eric, Lois, and I'm just struggling to read that colouring. Lois, yep, there we go. So, as I said, we've got La Casa di Carta going on here. Been a little while since we've faced these guys. It is a 29v29 war, which is a little bit unusual. We had an unexpected opt-out, which I think may have dropped us down 1 or 2 spots to what we normally would be matched with. But, you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. So, as I mentioned, 29, so there's a gap on both sides. So rather than playing with 180 flags each, we are both using 174 flags. Yeah, nothing else really changes in a 29v29 war, other than all of the points are worth a little bit more because the board's still worth 1500. So, battlefield-wise, they're using blue tanks here. There is, as far as I can tell, just the one double reviving team, which is Dio there. Or Dio. Otherwise, there's a bunch of these single reviving teams. Some of them are a little bit interesting with their positional play. So, for example, Warbandit here. Little bit interesting having the reviver on the right-hand side. Normally, you'd put it on the left-hand side. And that's for the purposes of having a revive kick in first, and then possibly the rest of the special skills. So, there's 1 or 2 of them that are like that. And I'm assuming it's just to keep this matchy-matchy with regards to hero positions, running blue tank, left side being purple, yellow, right side being green, red. That's my assumption, but then there are other players that have got it switched around, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but hey. It is a little bit of a slight mismatch in the war setup, so it's 114k on their side and 120 or 130 now on our side of things, so there is a bit of a differential going on there, 16,000. I had assumed that it was going to be a 29v30 war, which is why I hadn't reached out to these guys and offered to do some kind of fun little war setup. So to make things a little bit more interesting for this one, I'm going to do a set of war hits that have been often requested, which is either rainbow or autofill. So I'm going to do rainbow because I don't particularly trust the autofilling thing, because as I said, if we go attack team and then autofill, it's just like bleh. Actually, that's not a bad team. I would attack with that team actually, but usually it's not quite so good. So see if it does. It is repeatable. All right, maybe I will do autofill another time. Anyway, I said we're going to do rainbow. So I will, fingers crossed, not make a big old balls up of myself in this situation. But I'm hopeful that I can get most of it sorted out and okay. Hopeful. But I have no guarantees about how it's going to end up. So we'll start off with Dio here, just because it is the only double reviving team on the board. So I am going to go in a little bit heavy on this team. So I'm going to go Ksenia and Maya. What else do I need? I need a blue, so we'll go... do we want healing? Else we got purples. Could use Talon. Bunny Hop. My purples are probably a little bit under. I don't know if I'm going to have enough purples to go around for this. I might be using ones like double night owls in there. This could be. I didn't really think this through, the whole rainbow situation. Yellows. We need a yellow. Right, let's go Termy. Just to be fully overpowered for this one. Blue, we might go with Face Off, and then do we want to go Face Off? Pantera actually probably could be more value. And then, what are we missing? Missing purple. So I've got Talon, Krampus, Bunny Hop, Quattro. We might go Quattro for a bit more damage. Speed here, speed here. Oops, not that button. Speed crit there, accuracy there, and speed dodge there. Alright, Pirates, please don't hate me. Yeah. Alright, fingers crossed. Alright, so with rainbow attacks, it is not something I do very often. It is an extremely different setup in terms of just the positional board play to what I normally use. So it's more about looking to get a fairly even distribution, but not perfectly distributed filling of your mana bars, or charge bars, sorry. So in this instance, I'm looking to try to get as many cascading matches as I can get with the number of tiles that I'm using. So things like that, where I've gotten tiles on multiples of my heroes all at once. That sort of play is really helpful with rainbow setups, because as you can see, I'm not getting really anything out of tiles at this stage. So it is making things a little bit more complex. Not too worried if he fires because I don't actually have any skills up at the moment. But I do need to get some healing going quick smart. Otherwise we could be in some trouble. Some healing. So Quattro, I did deliberately fire last time on Terminus because I figured he was probably going to be someone I wouldn't get much of a chance to hit, being all the way over there in the left wing. Which is why I've been able to deal so much extra damage there that second time round. Not too worried about Ksenia yet because she still has that charge ailment on her. I would like Maya to recharge, but we're not going to get there. So we're probably going to put a double tap on... We still charge. No. There's too many buffs in play. I'm going to have to get rid of him. Not necessarily the move I wanted to make there, but... Alright. So, admittedly, this first team was very, very strong in terms of the heroes I chose to use. So, I do not expect the rest of the fights to go quite that well. Yeah, so... Alright, so there are a couple pirates sitting on the line, so I'm sure I'll cop a little bit of flack if this doesn't go to plan. Alright, so we're 1 from 1, which is a good start. So I am still going to try and pick off reviving teams like this one. Ideally, we obviously get 6 from 6 still. But there are no guarantees. So Brock I'm choosing here because... So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sort of trying to pick matchups with specific heroes. So in this case, we've got Pavati, who is a health for all allies. So I'm going to be using Brock there. I'm going to use a Taunter just to try to reduce the effectiveness of Emma. So we're going to bring out Panzer. I've already used a red, so now I need a healer, or 2, preferably 2, but not too much healing. Most of my healers are either split between green, red, or blue. That's my only problem. Goldman. You need to really be over there. What color am I missing? Purple. Do I trust Talon as my only healer? Or pseudo healer rather. Or do I want to go Coyote? But Coyote is only 4-80. Alright, let's go speed, 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 dodge speed, and speed as well, I suppose. Alright, a little bit more damaging in this approach in terms of the heroes chosen. I am trying to maximize a couple of the matchups going on here. So obviously there's Brock, who is a good matchup against Pavati. Also got Goldman for Dispel there. I've got Hands over here to try and reduce these multi-hitters in Emma and Terminus. And I guess we'll just see how things play out from here. Really more than anything. So we'll pick up a great big nice red grenade there, and then pick up another red as well, which is good. Who's let's go that one. Let's pick up blues and greens. Unfortunately, a couple more reds, which was unideal. I was hoping to save the most of those reds for after I'd fired Brock the first time. Just to recharge him effectively. We'll grab the purples, holding Goldman in case Pavati fires a second time, because that would be unideal. To be left in that situation without a taunt in play. Alright, so we got rid of Pavati. Now, I just need Tamika fired, and then I can really make use of Panzer. We can fire that now without too much worry. Alright, so we got Tamika up now, which is good because it means that this taunting is going to deal out some damage rather than just protecting myself. Which is what you really want from counterattack. You want to force the enemies to hit your counterattack shield. So unfortunately I only got one kill there. And now I'm running out of turns before Terminus fires. Is not the best situation to be in. We got rid of Emma as well now. I'm going to have to just run it with the yellow and purple match, I think. Yep. Hopefully that kills him. Not quite. Close, but not quite. So, hopefully not a 5 revive. Oh, excellent. There we go. So we'll just bring Tamika back up, ready to go. And I'll put Goldman on the left-hand side, bring up a whole bunch of greens, and hopefully we should be okay now. Alright, we're okay. So, we're 2 from 2, which is good. Now, one strat that I've not really employed yet with Rainbow attacking is the use of Blunderbuss. Now, I do have 3 Blunderbusses that I can make use of. The only downside is that Blunderbuss takes up the red spot. And as I mentioned before, red is definitely my strongest healing color. I've got the 3 Ksenias. I've also got Jocasta. I've also got a Jargle. So I've got 5 healers in red. And if I can't use any of them because I've already used Blunderbuss, it does shift my team setup quite a lot. I'm probably going to have to take out Mortis at some stage just because it does look like the worst team on the board. The problem is I'm not certain about taking down what's his face clean. Alright, so we got green, Krampus. I'm going to need a second healer for sure in this. Missing yellow. I'm liking maybe using Cooper, but Giselle is actually a good option here. Let's bring Giselle in. Just rearrange this slightly. Alright, speed crit, speed dodge, speed, speed, speed. Alright. So, this is arguably going to be the hardest fight that I've got open to me. Very arguably the hardest fight. It just takes me a little bit longer to assess the board when I'm playing Rainbow. Because I've made this argument before, which is that there's no real such thing as a bad board in terms of the color distributions. It just depends on what heroes you've taken with you. It's all perspective based kind of thing. So if you take a board that's got like 15 purples on it, but you've got no purple heroes, then obviously that's a bad board for your team. But if you had a board if you'd taken a team which had purples in it, that flips that around. So Rainbow is a really good way of showing that mindset shift that the board isn't necessarily good or bad. The only time a board is bad is when it doesn't flow. When you're stuck making just single matches and you're not getting tiles to come back into matchable positions. That's when you've got a bad board effectively. But as long as you're able to have tiles cascade through, then the board itself isn't bad. It's just unfortunate with regards to the heroes that you've brought along. Yeah, it's just a bit of an interesting thought exercise, really, more than anything else. But yeah, absolutely, it's very weird for me too to be playing with Giselle and not having Cooper and 8-Bit there. They're such a staple setup for me that it is very, very foreign not to have them together, and that didn't go quite to plan. I was hoping to at least be able to take out what's his face there. How can we adjust? I think I'm just going to have to hack it and take the damage. This could hurt the next turn, depending on who's still alive. I think... Yeah, hell... Ooh, just... No, that's not good. Giselle needs to lose a lot of health. Otherwise, I'm going to lose Ksenia. But I can't see that happening before... Because Giselle is going to get hit now by Ridge. There's no real way around that, so I've kind of got a plan for the turn after that, because I'm going to lose Giselle, and I'm going to lose Ksenia, and I'm going to lose Krampus all in one shot, thanks to Ridge. I was hoping that Airware would be the target, but it wasn't, unfortunately. It's a 38% miss, and I had 2 out of 3 misses. Oh, man. Even if I kill... Alright. Still missing everything. 4 hits, 1 target. Alright, let's try and at least get some people dead before I lose this fight, because... Yeah, it's now a foregone conclusion that this is going to be a loss, and it's now just about trying to get it to the most manageable state for my allies after me. So if I can get 2 kills, that'd be prime. But I don't think I'm going to get a second. Man alive, that Ridge hit really just stuffed me. Alright. Okay, we'll leave that be for now, and we'll just carry on. At least it's fairly well damaged, so hopefully it won't be too much of a pain for someone else to come through. I think that's the worst of them done, though. Worst of my attacks, anyway. Alright. So I got healing tank. Let's go with Mortis. Let's set up as if we're going to use a blunderbuss team. Need off-color healer. The Coyote. Blunderbuss. Cooper. And we're missing blue. Or chest. Alright, definitely need a dodge gun here, speed crit there. Let's go speed. Speed crit. Alright, fingers crossed for a little bit better outcome this time. Alright. So I got a blue-green match here, which may not necessarily be the best outcome. Also got this blue match, which I think is probably going to be better because it's going to, mainly because it's going to push this yellow up one. But I could also make this blue match. I think I'm going to go that way. Then I'll pick up the green and reds. Or the green and yellows, rather. And then go the blues. And then pick up a lot of greens into mana. Let's do that. Right. So we've got a little bit of a management going on there with the board in terms of charging special skills. So you can see this is a little bit better for me. I've got most of my skills charging at a fairly even rate, which is what I was really aiming for as much as I can. Because the more even that they're charging, the more likely I am, as you can see here, is to get all of the special skills sort of charged at a similar time, which is really kind of like the ideal situation. It's not less. Not quite. It's close, but it's not. Good question with Deadeye. If you're attacking a war machine, does she hit the war machine multiple times? She will hit the war machine multiple times in that situation, Eric. So that is one of the really cool things about multi-hitters is if there is only one target available to be hit, they will hit that one target with all of their shots, which is what makes Emma so incredibly powerful, is that she deals 6 shots out. And if there's only one target, that one target will get all 6 of those shots at once. So there we go. That one was a little bit better. But yeah, so Emma and Deadeye and such, they're going to be really great for those hits on a single target. That worked reasonably well. We may as well mimic a fair number of those sections. But we might switch white in. We'll roll with blunderbuss again. Split blunderbuss over here. Purple this time. My purple depth is not great, I'm going to be honest. Guess we got bunny hop. Let's get more chest number 2 in there. Then what are we missing? We're missing yellow. Family bonus is worth. Got. Alright, so we go dodge gun here. Accuracy there, actually. Speed crit. Dodge, speed crit. Yeah, absolutely, it's awesome, Eric. One of the as I said, one of the things that makes multi-hitters so great is that they'll hit one enemy multiple times. Alright, so a little bit going on here. So this purple match is going to be the match that I'm going to make. It's just the most ideal in terms of freeing up lots of tiles in the middle, because as soon as I make that match, we're going to get these greens here, sorry, moving up towards this green. And we're going to get these blues here are going to automatically match as well. And then hopefully we'll get another green in. There we go. A little bit more green in as well. Which does unfortunately mean that it'll charge after Tremor has. And also unfortunate is that my Blunderbuss is not charged, but I will just hold off one turn to see if I can force Blunderbuss to charge. But I'm not certain I'm going to get... Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake, because now Krampus is... Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say Krampus is going to steal all of my buffs. But hopefully we can get rid of him first. There we go. Not the end of the world. So, Blunderbuss is definitely something that makes Rainbow raiding and Rainbow attacking really, really straightforward. Because she does give plus 195% attack. So it's effectively like bringing along a 3-stack in each color. Which is incredibly powerful. So what do we got? We've got one flag left. So it's between Orbito Ricky down here and Aquarius up here. And Alpha's got a couple 4s, so we'll leave him be. Follow Sea Dragon's not got any. Spawner. That is a fat team. Sorry, fat meaning lots of HP points. Orbito Ricky though. Not quite as juicy, but a little bit more manageable, maybe. Or less manageable, which is more ideal. Alright, we're going to start... I'm going to have to use Blunderbuss again because I don't think I can take this team without BB. Which does mean that that there's going to be a lot of really good heroes that are just going to sit the bench on this set of war attacks. A lot of red heroes, in fact. We need a purple, so I'm probably going to have to go back to... Alrighty. Got blue, got red, purple, I need a green. Emma's probably going to be the best bet, I think, for green, so we'll chuck it there. Yellow. Ooh, do I bring out Deadshot? Deadeye, sorry. It's not maxed. She's only in her 60s at the moment. Ember, maybe? Not Reaper, not worth 8-bit, I don't think. Or Deadeye is really appealing at the moment, just for that synergy with BB and Emma. I could regret this. Speed crit, speed gun there, speed crit there, speed dodge there. Alright. Touchwood, 3rd time, or 6th time really. Alright. So it's not perfect. It's pretty good, but it's not perfect. So I'm going to make the green match just to start ourselves off because I wanted those reds into a little bit nicer position with regards to the blues. Because once I do that, I can get the yellows to match themselves as well, which is very ideal. Now I've got Ember ready to go, so we can pop that one on Tremor and then get the double match here. I'm just going to get rid of all the yellows, I think, to be honest. Just get all of that up and running. Couldn't quite take him down with the effect on him. A little bit unfortunate, but we should get him with this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll heal everybody up just to get into a little bit better spot. I probably should have waited one turn with that, but that's okay. Because I really would like... Oh, that was not ideal. I was really wanting that to be one more turn before she fired. Fortunately, though, Blunderbuss resisted. Very fortunately. And also oh, you're kidding me. How can you resist that? Literally have one thing I wanted to shoot you with. One. Alright, now I need a lot of purple tiles. which is a little bit tricky because I don't actually have very many purple tiles on the board at all. And Ksenia's about to fire now. Also not ideal. Ember v Ember. And dodge. And revive. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a little bit fortunate. It sucks, but it was fortunate that she targeted Blunderbuss on that one hit because it meant that Phoebe was dead before the ailment could kick in. Why? What? Seriously, why? Seriously? Like, okay, normally I don't care about Mortis reviving like 5 dozen freaking times, but when it's this close, like, look how close this is. And now Mortis is deciding to revive 10,000 freaking times. It's just so unideal. It's ridiculous because now I'm going to probably lose 3 or 4 heroes to his special skill, which he's going to fire, which he shouldn't have because he was dead 3 times. Oh my goodness. Far out. You kidding me? Another hero that's dead that shouldn't have been dead. Ah, my goodness me. And now we're stuffed. Far out. I don't think I can get this from here, to be honest. I think this purple match, or make the blue match, which will give me the green match, which will get me a purple on it as well. That is probably my best move. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this blue match across. Now what that's going to do is it's going to push this green tile here up to that spot there. So I'll have this match 3 green purples onto Ember. Then I'm going to get this green match, which is going to also pop that blue tile and what will now be a purple tile onto Ember as well. And hopefully that will be enough to kill without getting killed. Dodging, but that's okay because 152. Oh man, this is tight. More dodging. Please be enough. Please be enough. Yes, thank you. Oh, Mortis, you can go and die in a freaking hole. Oh. Alright, so, I need to go find something to drink. That was a little bit too close for comfort there at the end. Fortunately, my one miss that I had has been cleaned by Kingsman, which was awesome. Thank you very much for that, Kingsman. You can see that there, so, yeah, I'm very fortunate there on that last hit. A little bit unfortunate as well, given the rate of revival of Mortis there. I think really, he probably should have died after the second hit or the third hit, statistically speaking, but, you know, very lucky there at the end. But we got there, and that's the main thing. So there's me there, 289 points, managing it with just a rainbow setup of teams, which was a bit of an interesting challenge. Not something that I've personally done before in War. But yeah, it's definitely something that I've been cheered on to do a couple times along the way. So I'm glad to say that I can officially check that one off the list and say that it is done and done. So yeah, there's, as I was showing, whoops, if I can click properly, there's me there, 289 points off the 6 attacks. As I said, that one miss on Mortis cost me the 6 from 6, but in fairness, that is a cracker of a team. It's pretty much just about as ideal as you can get. If it wasn't for Ridge and it was Ksenia, then that would be, yeah, pretty much the meta. Unfortunately for me, the way the health worked out is what I lost Ksenia and I lost 3 heroes to Ridge's 1 firing, which was yeah, not ideal. So yeah, that's how things are looking at the moment. They have 133 flags to our 87, so a lot of that point buffer does come from those extra 50 odd flags that we've used. However, we are, I think, a little bit ahead on the points per flaggage as well in terms of war. So the only other thing there's a couple other things going on at the moment. So number one is we've got a 4-star charged attack tournament going on at the moment, which is where all special skill speeds are set to fast. It makes it a little bit more interesting. There's not actually very many / any slow heroes running around the 4-star arena. Lack of yellow does take out a lot of my personal attacking yellow heroes in the 4-star arena. I've built up a lot of 8-bits and Leons and that kind of thing, and yeah, they're very effective in an attack setup. So I'm hoping that by having lots of healing going on, I can sort of counteract a lot of that, or a fair bit of that. I've gone with a double taunt setup. I'll probably change a lot of this stuff before it's gone. But effectively, what you're wanting to do is in the tournament, you're wanting to take advantage of as much of this as you can. So no yellow means that you'd like to get some purple heroes in there, particularly at the tank position, because you can't use strong heroes against them. And then obviously charged attack means that all the hero special skills are set to speed 65. So the more slow heroes you can chuck in there, the better or the more effective your team's going to be, because slow heroes are usually counterbalanced by having high attack or high power, but just at a slower rate. And charged attack flips all of that on its head. So yeah, hopefully you guys do well in the tournament. The only other thing going on at the moment in puzzle combat is obviously the Mechanoid Menace. I am being a super slacker and I haven't even started the thing yet, so that's my job probably for tonight, is to rip through all of that stuff. So yeah, wish me luck with that, but also good luck to everyone. Yeah, there's a little bit of interesting stuff going on the leaderboard, particularly the Alliance leaderboard. At one stage, I think it was 9 out of the 10, or the top 10 were all Russian alliances. It has dropped back a little bit. We've now got Casa di Carta, ZFT1, Uprising in there as well, and hopefully we'll be making our way up towards there. But honestly, the rewards aren't too flash hot between 2 to 10 and 11 to 50. It's like realistically, if you compare all of that, Flask same, skill books the same with the exception of one 4-star book difference. Then you've got all the battle items are exactly the same, and then 10 emblems different between the two classes. So honestly, 2 to 10 versus 11 to 50, not much of a difference. The main difference comes, I guess, between number 1 and number 50 kind of thing. But even number 1, you get 1 extra skill book, or 4-star, 1 5-star, and 20 blends, which can be a little bit. But yeah, overall, I'm not particularly sold on the Mechanoid Menace reward scheme, particularly for the Alliance side of things. I think the player side of things isn't too bad. Yeah, you know, you're getting top 100 kind of thing. You can get a lot of coins, a lot of these summon tickets and all that kind of thing as well. So yeah, I think... So that's my job for tonight, is I've got a lot of stages left to go. So, yeah. All right. Quick couple questions from the chat. Eric asks, is it a bug that specifically Mortis and Edge revive so often because I refuse to believe the 30% chance is actually hoax? I'm honestly, I'm not sure. Like, I'll be the first to say that a lot of this stuff is confirmation bias. Like, you sort of start thinking that it's reviving a lot, so you remember a lot of revives, and then, you know, before you know it, all you're seeing is a lot of revives, and like your brain works against you a little bit, where you start remembering only the negative experiences and ignore the positive ones. And honestly, I've not tracked it, so I don't really know for certain whether it is higher for certain heroes or not. My gut feeling is that it doesn't feel like it's 30%, or at least it doesn't feel like it's the same 30% as it used to be. I feel like I'm getting a lot more of the outliers in terms of the revive count, getting a lot of, like, you saw in that war, like 4 or 5 revives. But also in saying that, if we look at my war targets, who else did we attack? We attacked Warbandit, Bombola. So, where have we got? Bombola. Bombola had a dasher that revived once when I killed her. The only one that really got out of hand was that last one. But, you know, Mortis on my first attack, I don't think he revived at all. kind of thing. Mortis on Mortis, I think revive. I don't even think I got to shoot Mortis, to be honest, so I can't really say there. But yeah, I think a lot of it is that we just remember the negatives and stuff, and it gets frustrating, so it sticks in your head a little bit more. So yeah, honestly, I can't say. Staff have not confirmed or denied the bug. I did message them about it a little while ago to have a look into it quietly. I never expected to hear anything back from them though, so I cannot say for sure. So yeah, if there are any other questions from chat while I am here, please do sing out, because yeah, happy to answer them while I'm online and on stream. But I'll probably have to wrap things up in a couple minutes time, just so I can get to my next stream, which is going to be on Empires and Puzzles hits, specifically in Rush Attack there. So I am really, really looking forward to that so much. I really hate Rush Attacks in Empires and Puzzles, so yeah, we'll hopefully have the Deadeye review coming up to YouTube very shortly. I'm just finishing off the last couple of video editing aspects of it, but you can probably tell just from how far I've leveled Deadeye so far that yeah, the review's probably going to be a little bit favorable for her. So, and I can definitely spoiler it and say that I am going to recommend leveling her if you got her. So yeah. All right. No more questions from the chat, so I am going to wrap things up here. So yeah, as I said, we've got war finishing up with TPH versus La Casa di Carta. Thanks once again for joining me, everyone. If you haven't already done so, please do hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons. They definitely help me out with regards to the YouTube algorithms and stuff, and I am very happy to say we have ticked over the 500 subscriber mark for the channel, so thank you very, very much to each and every one of you that have made that possible. Yeah, very exciting for me. So anyway, I'm going to wrap things up, and I will catch you guys all in the next set of videos. And until then, please do stay safe and enjoy your gaming. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!